Pinch today. I'm back in another video, and today I'm going to be reacting to the NBA draft lottery in this video, and we're going to go over the top 14 picks that were determined by this lottery, and let's get right into it. So at pick 14, we have the Celtics, which was the Grizzlies pick, but it would only go to the Grizzlies if it was top 4, which it was 14th. So the Celtics get a nice little draft pick, and they could get a championship if they can win the NBA Finals. We'll have to see if that happens in the bubble, but great for the Celtics, I would say. And let's get into pick number 13. The 13th pick in the draft went to the Pelicans, who got number 1 last year, but they didn't have great odds this year, so not really surprised they're this far back. But I'm happy because I didn't want to see the Pelicans get the first pick twice in a row, because that was very good for the Pelicans, and I'm kind of was hoping my team, the Hornets, would get the first pick, but they don't. Just started a spoiler right there. Number 12 pick will go to the Sacramento Kings. They also didn't have very high odds. That's about where they were supposed to finish, so it makes about sense. And that will help rebuild with De'Aaron Fox, and they'll be able to add someone else. So good by the Kings. And they were fighting for a playoff spot, keep in mind, in the bubble. They ended up not getting it. And let's get into the 11th pick. The 11th pick in this draft will go to the San Antonio Spurs. So all these teams so far are about where their odds would put them. So about where they should be. Might be a little flip-flop, but just about where they should be. So San Antonio going 11. And then the Phoenix Suns will go 10, just about where they should be as well. At least they'll get a top 10 pick because Devin Booker and the Suns were going crazy in the bubble. So if they just add more talent and play like they were playing in the bubble, Suns would be a for sure playoff team. But I don't know if they'd be able to play that way through a whole season, but we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Now the number 9 pick to the Washington Wizards. Wizards played horrible in the bubble. They were just really bad. But maybe they can get some good talent here, and then maybe John Wall can come back, you'll have Bradley Beal, and maybe you can have a really good team next year and try to compete for a playoff spot. And for the Washington Wizards, I'm a Hornets fan, so I'm hoping not, but we'll have to see. Then number 8, the Knicks pick. Knicks had very good odds, and they go 8. Knicks still can't get in that top 5 or 4. I'm just sorry if you're a Knicks fan, but the Knicks are just not that lucky in these draft lotteries. They haven't had a first overall pick in a long time, the number 1 selection. The Knicks just don't get lucky in these draft lotteries, so if you're a Knicks fan, I'm sorry. That's why they've had so much good odds for years and years and years, because they play so bad normally. They just don't get good picks, so they typically don't get that much better. So that's why they have such good odds every year. They just don't get good picks. Now, number 7, we have the Detroit Pistons. I think this is a good pick for the Pistons. They can maybe get a young superstar who can help them rebuild, or a good player. We'll have to see. And number 6 is the Hawks, so maybe they can get another weapon for Trae Young to use. Nice offensive threat, maybe defense, depending what's available at the 6th overall pick. So good for Atlanta. Giving more talent around Trae Young, which is good because Trae Young, the center of the rebuild for Atlanta. Then number 5, who had tied for the first best odds in the draft at 14%, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavs cannot get in that top 4, but still a really good pick. Number 5 is just, if you have that good odds, tied for first in the draft, you don't want to have 5. You want to be 1, 2, or 3. But they unfortunately go 5 for if you're a Cavs fan. And now let's get into the top 4 of the NBA draft lottery. So number 4, we have the Chicago Bulls. I think this is great by the Bulls. Now they get to pair someone along with Zach LaVine. Just keep that rebuild going, speed it up. Maybe try to make this team good again. I know it's a long time ago, but when MJ was on this team, it was great. So maybe they can try to get some more talent and make this team good. Probably not as good as that team, but at least try to start making this team a little bit better in Chicago. Then number 3 goes to my Charlotte Hornets. I'm very surprised we went this high because we had the 8th best odds to get the number 1 pick. So we moved up from 8th projected to 3rd, so that's always good for us. And I like this because now we'll either guarantee ourselves we could get LaMelo Ball, Edwards, or Wiseman. I personally would want Wiseman because I really would want a center, but we'll just have to see who's available there because right now we have Cody Zeller, but he's getting older and he costs a lot, so I would prefer to get a younger, better center because right now we have Devontae Graham at point guard. Shooting guard, I believe we'll have Malik Monk because he should be coming back, and then Miles Bridges and PJ Washington at the forward positions, and then Cody Zeller at center, so hopefully the Hornets can get a great player at this pick, but we'll have to see. And at number 2, it goes to the Golden State Warriors. So Warriors still guarantee themselves at a chance of either Edwards, LaMelo Ball, or Wiseman, whoever the Timberwolves don't take with number 1. But still great for the Warriors because Curry was injured. Durant leaves. Clay gets injured. So pretty much this season was just a forget season if you're a Warriors fan, because Curry was injured. Then by the time he came back, they've already lost so many games. So like at this point, we might as well just keep losing and then try to get a good draft pick. So if you're a Warriors fan, you should be very excited. Yes, they didn't get the number 1 pick, but they'll still get a really good player, and they guarantee themselves either Edwards or LaMelo Ball, because they'll both be, one of them will be available at their pick, assuming the Timberwolves would take Edwards or LaMelo Ball. And number 1 goes to the Timberwolves. I think this is great for the Timberwolves. You already have D'Angelo Russell, you got Karl-Anthony Towns, and now you just added either LaMelo Ball, Edwards, Wiseman. I'm assuming they're probably going to add Edwards. That would be my guess on who they're going to take. But let me know down below who you think the Timberwolves will take with the number 1 pick. And I think this is just great overall for the Minnesota Timberwolves. So let me know down below, did your favorite team get in the top 5 or not even have a draft lottery chance because they're like the Lakers? Or just let me know how your team is doing down below, if they're in a playoff spot or if they have a chance at the lottery. Just let me know what you think down below. I'm really excited because my team, the Hornets, got up to 3rd, which I wasn't expecting. I was expecting us to be like 8, 7. I wasn't really expecting us to get all the way up to 3rd in the top 3, but I'm very thrilled because now we'll be able to get one of those 3 players who I really like for us to take. Either one of them I would be fine with. My pick would be Wiseman, but we'll see who's available at our pick. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you're not already, subscribe to the channel down below because it really doesn't take that long. All you have to do is click that button. It takes a second out of your day. We're trying to hit 200 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. And I'll see you guys in the next video.